I looked underneath and there was this phone with 2 gold rings on it.
What you just saw was a statement from the 8-year-old victim. According to her mother, they were about to leave the restaurant when their daughter suddenly revealed the disgusting incident that occurred inside the bathroom. What the officers will uncover now was one of the most horrible things that can happen to a kid.
Oh, wow. Hey, yo, Police Insiders, the channel, guys. If you're not here for this brilliant commentary, the link's in the description. Go over there, sub, hit the bell for notifications. Whatever you do, make sure you don't come back. You should know I only do these videos for my audience. Let's not waste no time.
Just call his mother and let her know what's going on.
Okay, well, you can hang up.
This is the dad, friend, and I'm the manager here, right? Hey, bud, the cops are here. Just asking to put your phone down, man.
You just put it down. Put it down.
I got you.
You got the weapons on you, do you? No. You can have the table for now, alright? You got ID?
I came too late to look for jobs. You see how I'm dressed? You see how my pants is?
Keep your hands
That's how you look for a job? You dress like that, sir? Okay.
on the table.
I just walked in not even that long ago. I was sweating because I was walking. I said, hey, are you hiring here? She said, yes, I'm going to get the hiring manager. I said, okay, I'm going to go wipe my face off and come back. That's what I did. I should go wipe my face off and came back. I'm staying here via will because I know that I didn't do anything. They're trying to say, hey, I did something. I showed them all my photos, showed them everything. Right now it's just...
Can you see the fence?
The phone is over there.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly how she described it.
I want to ask you some questions to clarify what transpired.
Okay, so right now you're being detained because we're investigating a crime that's alleged, okay? Right. 1 second. So before we could ask you any questions, we have to read you your rights, okay? So how old are you?
I'm 24.
You're 24. Why do you need to call your mom right now?
I'm calling my mom because I have other places to be. I went in the bathroom, washed my face off, and I was coming on the plane and I'm coming back out here. I walked back out here. The dude stopped me right there. Not him, but the other guy stopped me and said, hey, was you in the woman's bathroom? I said, no. He said, okay, my daughter said she seen your book bag. They just stopped me. I'm not sure about what for.
Okay.
And then
Why would this kid know what his phone looks like if he wasn't in there? You know what I mean? Why would she know what your phone looks like if you weren't in there? It's just like the last video. Remember I was just talking about? And listen, man, these type of people come in all races, all shades, all colors. However, white men typically are overrepresented here. It's just what it is. Black men are overrepresented, okay, in carjacking. White men, okay, nasty old peepaws, pawpaws are overrepresented, okay, in the creeper community. And what do we got? Soon as I'm going to get a little comfortable talking about, hey, yeah, you know, white people this and black people that, here we go. Oh, Jesus, man. All right, let's keep watching. All right, sorry for the delay. Let's keep watching.
Where's your backpack?
right here.
Can I see it? Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to put it over here, okay? All right, so you said you didn't go in the women's bathroom?
There's a camera right there in the hallway on that.
Perfect.
On
Okay,
that,
so
against the
we
wall.
review the cameras, right?
Yeah.
We review the cameras that you're coming in and all that. We're not going to see you enter the women's bathroom. So we're trying to figure out what's going on with their leg. So if I review the video camera right now, because they're going to show us the video, I'm not going to see you enter the women's bathroom.
You're going to see me look at it, but you're not going to see me enter.
I'm going to see you look at it.
Yes.
Anything else I'm going to see in that video?
No, you're not.
So be honest with me.
No, I did not.
You open the door.
I opened the door. No, I did not. I looked at the woman's bathroom. I did not open the door.
So at no point you entered the women's bathroom. At no point did you videotape anybody in the women's bathroom.
No,
And you don't have your ID with you?
No,
So how are you going to apply for a job and look for jobs if you don't have your ID and they require?
Why did he need to talk to his mama? And I mean, why does he sound like a little ass boy? You hear how he sounds? Like, I don't know if he got developmental issues, and even if he does, I don't really care because he knows he shouldn't have did what he did. He knows that.
To get your
I was going to go there. Ask
Hey, yo, he knows that. That's why he's lying. Okay, he knows that. That's why he's not giving his ID. He knows that. That's why he's being evasive. All right, like all that mental health shit, I get it. It's important, but nah, dog. You know what you're doing, man.
Fill out the application.
You know, my
Do the
friend.
hiring process. I was going to give them my ID.
During the child's initial interview, she told officers the suspect had a red phone with 2 gold rings on the back. But what seemed like an easy case soon took an unexpected turn, forcing officers to try a risky investigative tactic.
How long would you say you're in the bathroom?
For no longer than 3 minutes, I was around my area.
3?
Yes.
I got you. I have to ask, but do you have cameras in there?
Yo, y'all got to get cameras. I don't know that he's an owner. Maybe he's just a manager, but you have to get cameras. In this particular climate, man, it's all types of weirdos and sickos and creeps walking around as people strung out. Okay, strung out on pornography, and they're walking around in this heightened state of arousal. You need cameras, man. You need cameras.
Wish I did. You never went in the women's bathroom?
So what this means, we don't know what's going to happen. We're still watching this. But what this means typically is like they probably going to charge homeboy with something, but it's probably going to be something that that don't amount to nothing. It's going to be a charge that's not like a creeper weirdo charge, right? So he's going to be free. He ain't going to be on nobody's registry. He ain't going to be under supervision. He's going to be free to do this old weird shit again.
I mean, I want to make sure it's clear. I'm looking at the video and I'm seeing something totally different. Step over here. You see that men's bathroom there?
Yeah.
And you see the women's bathroom over to the left? Look over here.
Yeah.
Right there. You said you never went in there.
I opened it.
No. This one. I'm asking you a specific question. Did or did you not go into this bathroom?
Nah, I walked in there a little bit, but then I came out. I didn't go all the way in there.
But you went in there partially.
Hey, yo, what you was doing in there, man?
Came back out. Over there, you said you never went in there. The video shows you going in the door closing.
Yeah, I went partly in there, then I came out. I didn't use the bathroom.
Okay, listen. If I open that door, walk inside, door closes, walk back out, did I go inside the women's bathroom?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you did the same thing.
Back
The
out.
question is, did you go into the women's bathroom? Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, man, this cop is awesome, right? You know what I mean? Because they ain't got evidence, so he just got the clarification. Good job.
Why would you say that when we specifically asked you, did you go into the women's bathroom? And your answer was?
No.
Okay. Was that correct or incorrect?
Incorrect. But I went in there and
So why would you do that? Why would you say, no, I didn't go in the women's bathroom when you did go in the women's bathroom? Which stall did you go in the women's bathroom?
I said I didn't go in any store. I didn't go wash my hands there. I went in the bathroom and came right back out.
Well, you didn't come right back out because it wasn't the in and out. It wasn't like, oh shit, and I'm back out. Because I'm looking at the video and I timed for time. You went in and time went out. So how long were you in there?
Maybe like 11, 10 seconds. I'm not sure.
No. Absolutely not. I look at the time when you go in, and then I look when you come out. It's more than 11 seconds. I want stuff that I can actually see, stuff that I can prove. And so far, the stuff that I can prove, you're lying about.
I just went in there. I was thinking about putting my hoodie on to see if I would look better with my hoodie on, because my hat under my hat, it looked crazy. I did it. You did that in the women's bathroom? In the mirror?
Under that hat, it do look crazy, sir, but that ain't why we here.
Yeah, that's all I did. I was like this. And that's all I did.
You haven't been truthful since we've been talking to you.
I have. I came here, I talked to the lady, I went to the bathroom.
Well, what I'm saying is the reason that you're saying now about going into women's bathroom, because you're caught. I mean, we know you went into the bathroom. Now you've given an excuse of why you went into the bathroom.
Yep.
Officer Valentin approached the victim once again to get a more detailed account of the incident. Meanwhile, Sergeant Lundy continued dealing with Amir, who was slowly realizing he wasn't the smartest person in the conversation.
So today, who were you with?
My soccer friends, like a family of 4. So like 2 families.
And then do you want to just tell me everything that happened, like when you guys got here? Would you
I'd
guys
say like 5 minutes later, a guy came and like ordered our drinks, and then like 10 minutes later, we ordered our food. And then when I was done eating my food, my dad told me to go wash my hands and use the bathroom before we go back to the fields before I had my soccer game.
And usually line don't make sense. When it's truthful, it flows. I mean, it was smooth. All I wanted to ask the lady, I said, hey, did he go into the, tell me what happened. Oh, he came up and interviewed. Exactly what you said. Video shows you going, doing that. You go up front, walking to the restaurant, going to the bathroom. You look at the other camera, sees you go into the women's bathroom. But then I stopped. I said, well, no, he said he ain't going to women's bathroom. Okay, he lied about that. Check.
And then I like made eye contact with the guy, and then he walked into the men's and he walked straight out. And I walked into the women's, sat on the toilet, and then I heard someone enter the restroom and go like strong to my right.
Man, this is infuriating. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this little girl's daddy? Can you imagine being this 8-year-old's daddy when she comes out of the bathroom and she says, Daddy, some man was in there? Woo! Let's keep watching.
And then I saw a black backpack, and I looked down and I saw a phone, and then I kept like watching it, like, and I tried to cover myself up so I didn't see like my private parts and stuff.
Let's see how long he was in the bathroom. I said, he was in there for a while. I'm gonna see if he's gonna lie about that. I said, how long you been in the bathroom? What you say? 11 seconds. Seconds ain't even nowhere close. If I go into a bathroom and I'm in there for, I'm just giving you an example, 2-3 minutes, right? I know I wasn't in the bathroom for 11 seconds. Now, if you would have came out and said, hey, look, I was in there a couple minutes, okay, you tell me the truth about that. But when you come out talking about 11 seconds, I ain't buying that.
I made sure that my mom was up before me so I could like get.
And look at dude, right? Like, look at how dude talks. Okay, not trying to be funny. I'm being descriptive. You see the way that he communicates. If you see the way that he comes off on screen, right? He doesn't look like he has no girlfriend. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. But there's a bunch of men like this, man. There's a bunch of men like this. And it's dangerous. Okay, it's dangerous for a bunch of men, okay, that are growing up in today's day and age, and they don't have any type of feminine companionship. Okay, their only companionship is pornography and video games. That is a problem, man. It's a problem.
Close to her. She asked me what's wrong, and I said,
Now, granted, I just projected all of that on this man. Okay, could be wrong. Don't think I am. I bet you I'm in the ballpark. Come on.
you don't want to get to a car. And I said, like, when we got outside, I said it made me feel really uncomfortable. And then I told her what happened, like what I basically just told you. And then they all hopped out of the car, and my dad, like, walked into the bathroom. And as he walked out, the guy was behind him, and he was like pointing like that to my mom. And then my mom came over and said, I want to see your phone right now. Because I didn't know if it was videotaping, but it was like facing me, and I felt like.
When you say facing you, can you just describe what was facing you? Is it this side, or something else?
Back here. So if you were to video something, like.
Amir, seemingly clueless about the severity of his actions, continued to dig his grave deeper. However, Officer Valentine later received news that broke her heart.
So I was able to talk to everybody that was involved, okay? And like I said, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, just being honest. At no point were you also inside a stall using the bathroom? No, at any point did you
Put my foot back down on the ground.
on the ground?
One person was in this stall, one person was in that stall, another person was in that stall. That was the only open stall that was there. I didn't use it.
You see how you're like skipping parts, saying, well, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. I'm not asking, I'm asking basic, simple questions. I need you to be honest because you're giving me lies again, okay? You just said that you didn't go inside a stall, but now you're saying you did go in a stall. Because see how none of this makes sense? Your phone is put down and your backpack is put down while you're inside the stall and there's somebody next to that stall. Is your camera on? Amir, are you being honest or is this a lie? Because we can't fix lies. See how you're saying shouldn't? We should know what's on or not on our phone. Was your phone where the camera lens is showing that stall? Was it leaned up against the toilet?
No, it was not leaned up against the toilet.
It was leaned up on the floor, but it's like this. It's not like that. It's like this, right?
It could be like this. Kind of like this, leaned up, or it could be like this.
But you were inside the stall. What did you do inside the stall?
Vaseline, like I said, when you have to use my book.
Did you do anything with your Vaseline?
My God, man. See what I'm saying? I didn't know it was going to go here. I don't watch these in advance. We watching these together. See?
You didn't put it anywhere else in your body?
No.
All right, come here.
Yo, that's diabolical, man, that you rough up the suspect so much, that you flog the bishop so much that you bring your own Vaseline with you. Man, that shit can't wait till you get home. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that pornography is necessarily bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not making porn evil, okay? I'm not saying that it's even bad. What I am saying that it's bad for some people. It ain't good for some people. Okay, just like anything else. Like some people can do a couple of bumps and not have no problem. Okay, and then some people could do a couple of bumps and all of a sudden, goddamn, you're sucking dick in an alleyway. Sorry for yelling. Come on.
I need you to walk with me over here. Keep your hands up. Yeah.
Put my arms out a little bit.
Hands behind the very freaky brisket, sir.
No, we're going this way.
The voyeur brisket.
So you can go out there.
Just the watching. Just the looking. Trying to videotape some. Why you want to videotape somebody taking a shit or taking a piss?
What's up?
So I'm being arrested even though that they have no proof of me doing anything. Just going in that bathroom.
I don't know. I didn't investigate this one. So they got something on you. It's clear. Yeah. You see that? Nothing in there, right? You see that? It's on you. You see anything in here? All right. So there is anything in here. After she gets you to the jail, it's gonna be yours. So we searched you. You got nothing else on you, right? All right. Have a seat.
He did have his wallet. He lied to me. All right, Mayor, you're under arrest, okay? Video voyeurism. It's expectation of privacy. You shouldn't have been in that stall with your phone recording.
I wasn't recording.
You're getting arrested. I'm gonna do a search warrant on your phone. So whatever we discover on your phone, even though there's like deleted items, we can still recover that.
I'm not trying to
Yeah, buddy. I wonder what's on that phone.
get charged, and I'm not trying to go to court,
Too late.
have my name all over the internet.
Hey, bro, it is too late for that. It is too late for that, sir. When you put on that purple polo and then very questionable corduroy slacks, and you decided to pack you some Vaseline and go into a stall, okay, you forfeit that right. I don't want to hear it.
For something I didn't do, and then people looking at me saying, hey, you got arrested.
There's no way for me to release you right here, right now. I just have to book you in. You can make your phone calls when you go in there, call whoever to bond you out.
I'm homeless. I don't got nobody to bond me. Any way that I can give you the code, you look through it, they able to leave today without being booked. I'm not trying to get arrested.
You're already arrested. I think that's what you're confusing. Okay. All right. So you don't want to give your code? Okay. Hey, should I just turn the phone back on? Or just leave it all?
Homeboy got a bunch of shit on that phone. I already know.
Turn it into D&E.
Oh, okay, so turn it in P&E.
Yeah.
All right.
In the future, just for learning purposes, never let the phone power on. Airplane modes are protected from getting wiped by somebody for alterations to the evidence. The reason why we leave it on is because that, like those videos and the voyeurs videos and stuff, those are in a manner which our forensic tools can get if the phone stays powered on. Once that phone powers off, that stuff that we need to kind of grab out of the phone goes away until the person puts their passcode back in. All your web searches, your images, your videos mostly are gone when that happens. So it's crucial that that does not happen for that reason. Realistically, yes, the evidence is gone. We may be able to still get it.
God damn, really?
But there's a high chance that if we do get it, it's not for months or years now.
I feel like crying.
God, man.
Amir was booked and charged with video voyeurism by a person 24 years of age or older against a child under 16 years of age. It is considered a second-degree felony with a level 6 offense severity ranking. If convicted, he could face up to 15 years in prison and be fined up to $10,000. He would also be placed on the sex offender registry and would be ineligible to seal his record. Amir was denied bond. YouTube thinks...
Hey, man. I hope they can get the evidence, right? I hope they can get the evidence, man. That bothers me. I hate that. I hate when a video ends, you don't know what happens, you know what I mean? But Good luck to this young man. He's definitely gonna need it. He need to get some help. I don't know what we do with these type of people. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what you do with them. I think that they just got to be separated from society. If they can't be cured, and it doesn't look like they can, they have to be separated from society. But here's what it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Remember, you can say whatever you want. The only rules are talk like you got some sense and be nice. All praise due to the Almighty. I could like, subscribe. Yes, we on our way to 1 million, baby. Let's get it.